What's up, guys? Stan from DC Motorsports. Today's a big day for us. We have both the trucks in the garage, and I woke up this morning to the crew cab with a dead cylinder. But thankfully that motor is coming out. We have the dually, which today is going to be giving up the built motor that I have in it. So we have the dually and we have the crew cab. Dually is going to be giving up its heart. Thankfully, she's been a gracious donor, and that motor will be repowering Project Green Turtle. So today I have a bunch of buddies coming down between today and tomorrow. I got Ryan, I got Zach, I got my friend Frank, I got a bunch of people coming down. They're gonna give me a hand. They'll be in the video as well, you know, throughout. My girlfriend Danielle will be coming down. She'll be helping out and also helping shoot the video, because I'm gonna be elbows deep in both these trucks. So a lot of this video is gonna be kind of done in segments. I'm gonna be working on taking everything out of that, putting everything into that. So bear with me. I'm gonna do a couple different segments as I go throughout the video. I'm gonna try to splice them together. I'm not really gonna go over, you know, every nut and bolt that I do, because I just don't have the time, you know, to get this done. I have today, it's Saturday, it's about 2 p.m. And I have today, and then I have all day tomorrow, and then the shop has to return to its normal RV working. So what we're going to do today is we're going to try to at least pull the motor out of the dually, get it up on a stand, get it all cleaned up, and hopefully that comes out rather easily. And as long as that comes out easily, we'll be pulling the motor on the crew cab today, get the engine bay all cleaned up, get the wiring done, and then tomorrow we'll be putting the built motor into the crew cab. This is going to be kind of a long video. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And as always, guys, if you could just like the video, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. There's going to be tons of more content coming out this week. I'll also have a part 2 to the amp research steps on the crew cab, because I left off with part 1. And I don't have my diode kit. I didn't have my diode kit, sorry. I now have my diode kit, so we are going to be doing a full wiring video on this. So for you guys that have followed part 1, thank you. It's got tons of views on it so far. I'm glad I could help everybody out with the steps, but we're gonna go over the wiring, so that way it's 100% installed and you know how to do it. So thanks for watching, guys. So we're gonna get into this video. I'm gonna start by ripping the front end off the dually. We're gonna take the hood off, the grill, get the radiator, get all the fluids drained out of it, and we're gonna start from there. Keep watching. All right, guys, it took me about an hour. We have the whole front end taken off of this truck. Got radiator, condenser, AC shroud, intake, rad support, that's what it's called, bumper, a couple other things. My wonderful girlfriend decided to stop and get me food on the way, because I got to eat some. So I'm gonna eat quick, and then we're gonna get right back to this. We got a couple other harnesses to unplug. We got the exhaust we got to drop out, disconnect the fuel lines, and a couple motor mount bolts, and this thing can come out. All right, guys, so we plugged away at this. I forgot to pick up the camera before, but we got the front end apart, as you saw earlier. So we have, this is the built Navistar engine. Some of you might actually follow this on the channel. This is the motor I built. Quadstar Super 60, South Bend clutch. It's got a bunch of stuff on it. Way too much money into that thing. We have it out of the dually. Got to tie up some loose ends here, and then this will get its ass dragged back away from me, far away from me, somewhere. Danielle went to go grab food. I got these two guys working hard over here. We got Corporal Joe. He races with us at Riverhead Raceway. He's been on a couple of YouTube videos. I'll leave a link in the description for our friend Megan. She has a YouTube video as well if you want to check her out.
Megan Without a Plan.
Megan Without a Plan is her channel. She does some like vlogging stuff, and I don't know if you want to follow along. And then we got Adam, who is the wrench. He helps us set up a couple of the race trucks at the Riverhead Raceway. He works on the modified team, and he helps with some of this stuff when I need help. So we're gonna take a quick food break as soon as Danielle gets back with the food, and then we're gonna pull the motor out of that one. They're eating. I'm gonna start taking apart the front end on the crew cab. Headlights off, bumpers off, grills off. We're gonna start pulling this apart, and then when the troops are done, we'll get to pulling. We got the rad support out. We got the whole engine harness unplugged. We have a couple transmission bolts that we got to take out still, the bell housing bolts, but everything is off this motor. So what Corporal Joe over here is going to do is he's going to roll this thing once he figures out how to use the jack. So you're going to roll that. What we actually plan on doing is we're going to jack up the front end of this truck. We're going to jack up the ass end of the dually over there. We're going to take these big 37s off. We're going to take the outside wheels off the dually and put those on the front of this. So that way the front's a little lower, so it's a lot easier to pull out. All right, guys, Joe actually had to go to work, so Joe left us. We still have Adam over there. He's hanging out. So, as you guys can see, we have this motor just finishing draining. We did get it out of the, off the transmission. So we're gonna pull this motor out of here, set it down on the floor. I think as you can see, these engine mounts were pretty toasty. That's the driver's side. This one's the passenger side. What I didn't realize is, as you can see, this is kind of one side's lower, one side's higher. The two-wheel drive mounts are a little bit different. So I have to unweld these and get my polyurethane mounts out and put them in this clamshell. So we're gonna work on that. We're gonna pull the rest of the motor. We're gonna pull the motor out of this, set it down, and then we're gonna work on cleaning up the engine bay. I don't know how much we're actually gonna get done tonight, but I do want to get, I wanted to get at least both of these motors out of their trucks and clean up the engine bay. That way tomorrow, about 10 o'clock. Right now it's about, oh, it's almost about 10 o'clock. So in about 12 hours, we'll be back here and we'll be putting these back in. So tonight we had the A-team come in. A-team was my girlfriend Danielle, we had Adam, and we had Corporal Joe. Danielle's putting away the tools over there.
Good job, doing a good job.
You are doing a good job. You're doing something that I don't want to do. Thank you. And so we had Adam, we had Joe, we have Danielle, and they're the A-team. They help pull everything. Tomorrow we're gonna have a couple other people come in. We got Frank, we got Zach, and a few other guys that's gonna stop down and give me a hand putting the built motor from the dually back into the crew cab, and we'll be firing it up tomorrow. It is about 11 o'clock. Danielle cleaned up all the tools. All of our hands are somewhat clean now. I'm gonna wear gloves tomorrow. But we have both motors out. We have the engine bay soaking in degreaser right now. We're gonna roll this outside and power wash it tomorrow. And I'm going to clean up a bunch of the wires. I'm going to put sound deadener across the firewall. And then we'll work on getting the new dually motor in. Well, the motor that came out of the dually anyway. But just want to give a shout out to everybody who's been helping me out with this build. I got a lot of good friends and they'll all be tagged in it. This is going to be one continuous video, but tomorrow we'll be back here. And, well, we'll get to work tomorrow. What's up, guys? It's day 2. Heading over to the shop. And, we're gonna get started. It's about 9 o'clock. We had a busy day. Come on. All right, we're back in the shop. So, we got some cleaning up to do today. The rest of the guys are coming down in a little while. Like I said yesterday, we got to change out the engine mounts. Got to clean up the engine bay. Once the guys get here, I'm going to push this out. So then that way we can clean up and degrease and make her all purty. Then we'll be able to get this bad boy in there. So I'll be updating you guys throughout the video. Anybody who's still watching, I appreciate it. I know it's going to be a long video, but this is just something that I wanted to get done, and I know a lot of you have been following along with the build and are excited to see what happens with this crew cab. So there you go. Thanks for watching. We got the frame all cleaned off. Everything's degreased. We have our PSC steering box on it. We have the PSC pump on the new motor, power steering motor pump. My buddy Frank, he's going up to the store to go get me some A&N fittings because the kit's missing one that I need for the reservoir, so that'll be done. I got the motor mounts. I got the new polyurethane in the motor mounts. I have some sound deadener on the firewall. I wanted to do more, but we're on a time crunch and got to get this motor in here today. So next up, we're going to work on that. We're going to get that motor on the hoist. Danielle's going to help me, and we're going to try to swing this in. That was a little bit of a pain in the ass, but we got muscles over here. The dually motor is now in the crew cab. Got to bolt in the motor mount still, but we're pretty much lined up. And amazingly, we managed to get into the transmission and line up with the splines completely on the clutch. That almost never happens. But hopefully this goes as planned. I'm going to bolt the motor mounts on, start some bell housing bolts, and hopefully drop this back in a little while.
I would watch his YouTube videos.
Now I'm going to edit all this intro out. So distracted by what you said.
Come on, dude.
Alright, we're back. So, motor's bolted in. We got the rad support, which killed me and Zach trying to line up this stupid fender because we decided to put brand new poly mounts in there. But we got the rad support in. We got all the wiring done. Fuel system's plumbed up. We got a couple sensors in. Danielle went to go grab some more Buffalo Wild Wings because we didn't have enough of it last night apparently. And after that, once we eat, we'll pop the radiator in here, get a couple more wires plumbed up, the battery's in, and we'll try to start it and see what she does. Well, we're all finished up here for tonight. We got a lot of crap to finish up and clean up, but for tonight, motor's in, it's all plumbed up. Zach is in the cab. He is going to crank it over for us, and we already primed the fuel system, so we should be all right. And it's alive. Guys, we're finished up here. This is actually Monday. This is the next day after my normal work day. Had a few things to button up on the truck. We got to put the grill on. I had a diesel leak. I had to mount my power steering reservoir. I would grill the headlights. I also wanted to put my new radio in, so I put my new radio in. So I also put some green LEDs in the gauges. So those match everything else. Got my radio over there. And I'll show you guys the headlights. So, got some LED headlights. And this is the grill that we picked up at Harry's. That's the worst noise in the world. The headlight buzzer. Then I also had to mount that, which is the PSC. I can never get that right. PSC power steering pump reservoir. So we're finished up with this motor swap. There's a couple of other things that I want to do. I still have to transfer over my fast fuel system, my Quad Star, the billet aluminum FSU with the Metrum rod. That's also got to go on this truck. I just didn't feel like pulling the bed on the dually. So as the dually gets taken apart a little bit more, I'll put some more stuff on this. I will have a video out going over the install of the Metrum rod and the fuel sender unit, and also the fast system. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I know it was a long one. Just make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Click that notification bell. Keep up to date. We're always doing something on these. See you later.